Hi guys, so sorry for the delay. I just got home. I'm so sorry. But hi, good to be back. Thank you so much for waiting. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. I just like ran all my stairs. But yes, so glad to be back. And again, thank you for waiting. How is everyone? I know it's been a long time since I've been here live. Thank you so much for putting up with me. It has been a crazy couple of weeks. I've been traveling a lot from Malaysia, where I come from, and back to Germany, where I live now. So it has just been crazy. Like family emergencies have been going on. So that was an unplanned trip back home. Obviously, not the most pleasant note to be back home on, but it had to be done. So yeah, hi everyone, how are you? Um, Welcome to the film club, or Megan's film club for that matter. If you guys are new here or the first time in this live, what I basically do is I collect all of your films that you guys submit through the link in the description, and I look through it and I react to them live. I normally blind react. I normally just try to scan through them just in case there's any like vulgarity or like violence that cannot be accepted on this channel. So I normally just like scan through them before actually reacting to them. But other than that, it's all blind reacts, and everyone has their feedback for everyone to see on your films and stuff like that. And I try to do this every Sunday whenever I can. As you might have heard already, I haven't been doing this for around 3 weeks. I think the last one was 3 weeks back or 2 weeks back. And but whenever I can, I try to do it every Sunday. But basically, honest feedback from me, honest feedback from everyone else, and every Sunday when I can on YouTube here. And yeah, don't be quiet in the chat just because like I find it also super difficult to just like talk with myself. So if you guys have any comments, any questions at all at any time, please do ask me. I am an open book, and you guys can ask me anything anytime. So fill that chat. Don't leave me alone. So I okay, I'm gonna answer some of the things here as well. First time live for me. Hey from Germany. Hi back from Germany as well. Any tips for camera shyness? I think mm, you can try maybe doing like going in front of the camera at home like alone first, and then you can try going outside. I think like talking to yourself helps a lot, and like just like filming yourself at home and watching the feed like the playback back is super helpful. Yeah, I think that helps a lot, like when you're starting out. Hi there. Is there a time limit for the film seminar? I made a short film last year that I want to re-edit, but it's over 20 minutes long. So, oh yes, I forgot to mention. So, you guys can submit any length you want. It's just that because it is a short amount of time for many films, we have hundreds and hundreds of like submissions every week. Right now, we're going through 150, and it has stayed at that number for 150 because people have been like submitting, and then I've been watching and deleting, but people keep submitting. So it has been like until since we've done it. I think this is the 12th episode that we're doing today, and people have just been submitting left and right. So it has been so many submissions. Okay, anyways, back to my point. Because there are so many submissions, I try to keep watching each film at like 5 minutes. I normally cut it off at 5 minutes just to be fair to everyone and so that everyone has a chance to get their film looked at. But again, there is no limit to like what you can submit, but it's just that we probably have to watch until like 5 minutes, and then after that it's go time. It's like we go on to the next film just to be fair to everyone. All right, okay, that's enough yapping for me. I'm so sorry for yapping for so long. I'm going to show you the list of films we have today. There might not be enough time. I normally do these lives around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. I normally pick out whatever was submitted first. So today I'm still going through June submissions, which is kind of crazy. I thought it might have been much faster than that, but we're still in June. And so these are the people that submitted today. Let me just share my screen. So yeah, if you guys can see that, this is like the people that have submitted in June, and I just put them in a separate folder so that everyone can keep track, and it's not too much to keep track on, because the other folder is just like full of films as well. So yeah. Hi Meg, I've been trying to start cinematic vlogging, but I'm not able to make up on how to write a script. I think for writing a script, it's a lot of just like pouring out your thoughts on paper and then reorganizing it. That's what I do, at least. Don't take that advice from me. I'm not the greatest script writer, but I normally just like pour out an idea that I have and then try to go from there and try to organize my thoughts and like what I want my audience to leave watching the video with, and then see where I can go from there, basically. But yes. All right. So let's start with the first film. Also, if you guys have any feedback during the film, after the film, before the film, please, 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 please comment. Everyone needs your feedback. They don't just need the feedback from me. That's not what they're here like submitting their films for. Everyone needs their feedback in the chat as well. People love seeing y'all's feedback. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Also, if you guys want to share this with your friends this live, please share it on your stories and share it with your friends so that we have more people here to give more feedback. All right, let's go. I am so out of breath. It's called Las Dudas, The Doubts. It's a short film by Kwando Tang, if I'm not mistaken. These are all like PNGs, and I think I don't understand what this all means, but I'm hoping there are subtitles. If not, let's just, sit back, relax, and watch. Also, for those first timers, I'll be commenting during the film. I'll be pausing and playing again. All right, let's go.
No le va a interesar. ¿Acaso tiene sentido hacer todo esto? Digo, ¿cuál es la idea? ¿Le tiene que interesar a alguien? ¿O me tiene que interesar a mí? Desde que tomamos conciencia aparece la duda. La duda es la que
Right off the bat, I really like the pacing of the editing, and like how it starts off. The audio is super crisp and it feels like a movie, especially with that like little background music as well. I like when he did with the pen. I like that he changed the perspective as well. I really like the pacing of that one. Okay.
provee al ser humano de libertad. Sin embargo, también aparece el miedo, socio infalible de la duda. Detrás de cada una de ellas se esconde una lección que tenemos que tomar simplemente por miedo a equivocarnos. Es simple.
The pacing is so good. I love and then cut. It's so good.
Pero a su vez, opera un sistema binario de alta complejidad. La duda es algo del día a día. Dudamos de lo que pensamos, de lo que sentimos, de lo que creemos que sentimos.
Also, just to mention, I really like the placing of the titles as well, like the left and right. It just feels a lot like an indie film. I don't know if you know what I mean, but that's what I mean.
La duda a los 30 tiene su truco. Tus amigos están eligiendo qué nombre le pondrán a su nuevo hijo o dónde intentarán comprar una casa, y mientras vos estás deliberando sobre si es una buena idea comerte ese yogur caducado.
That's so funny. I like how he plays with the sound effects as well. I'm not too sure. Football fans, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is from a football game, and he's reminiscing when he sees the date of the game or the date on the yogurt. Okay, someone tell me what's going on, but I think that's what it is. I also really like these frontal shots. These feel like a lot like an indie film.
Dudamos de hacer ese viaje que tanto deseamos. de perseguir ese sueño que anhelábamos de niños, o de escribirle a esa persona que tanto nos gusta.
Do you guys notice that he started adding sound effects into the frame before even looking and seeing that frame? I think that keeps the viewers watching and keeps the viewers kind of hooked when you hear the sound before you actually see it. Subtitles in English would be helpful, true that, but I don't mind. I kind of like also the mystery of not knowing what he's talking about and just focusing on the visuals and editing. It really helps when you don't understand what he's saying, so you're not too distracted, I guess. But yeah. How can I give mine? There is a link in the description that you can upload your cool films in. Love the comedy part. Yeah, comedy is so difficult for real.
Pero el tiempo pasa. Y entre todas las dudas que te traen insomnio, la más grande es la de qué se supone que estás haciendo con tu vida. La duda es un baile misterioso.
Something I also really like about the color grading is that it's not too saturated and it feels very realistic in the sense that it is not too warm, it's not too like contrasty or saturated. Even here, like the red light obviously is a red light and it's not his lamp, but it doesn't feel very like staged, if that makes sense.
Tiene la capacidad de darlo todo vuelta y nuevo orden. Pero, ¿existe alguna forma de evitar ese abismo? O mejor dicho, ¿cómo se hace para atravesar la duda? ¿Cómo se hace para atravesar un camino aún sin saber a dónde nos lleva? Paso número 1. Elegir y lanzarse.
Para brillar como el sol en la playa, necesito un poquito de calma, andar ligera sobre la arena, sin maquillaje y sin equipaje. Dejar a un lado los calendarios, las aerolíneas, redes sociales, se terminaron las fotografías.
I love the change of pacing and then like the vroom, vroom shots.
Paso número 2. Confiar y no juzgar.
Se terminaron las fotografías, solo se permite.
Also, perfect location for this, beautiful location that he searched out.
Paso número 3. Dejarse llevar.
This really feels like what I watched in like a Wes Anderson film or like an indie film, just because of the pacing and the way he changes his angles are.
Platicar con la luna.
It's so comedic. I love it, and he doesn't even have to say much for it, and he uses a lot of sound effects and shooting all of this by himself. I'm assuming, it's all static shots. Really, really cool.
Y ahí saludar a la ola, coqueteo con la luna, colorito de canela.
Paso número 4. Disfrutar.
Para brillar como el sol en la playa, necesito un poquito de calma, nadar desnuda sobre las olas.
This is so good. Like, it's so comedic. It feels like you're watching, again, like a really cute indie film or like a cartoon almost.
Cantando cumbia bajo las estrellas, nada de tiempo buscando piedras, soltarlo todo y tomar mis manos. Se terminaron las fotografías, solo se permiten los buenos días. Se terminaron las fotografías, solo se permite decir: venga ya la vida.
I love cutting back and forth of him and the woman, like the woman, then his reaction, the woman, and the reaction. But God, these are so good. Oh, whoops, sorry. Are you guys still hearing me? Am I laggy? Everyone say yes if you guys can still hear me, or say I'm laggy. Am I laggy? Anyone? Okay, great. That's one person. Okay. Yes, amazing. Okay, let's go.
Platicar con la luna. que ahí saludar a la hora del coqueteo con la luna colorito de canela.
Oof.
No le va a interesar.
All right, that was so good. Oh my god. Okay, let me search out his name again. Kwando Tang. Let me get this right so that we can all applaud him. If not, I don't want to get someone's name wrong. All right. Let me see details. Kwando Tenga Chaenta. I think everyone give your rating and like give feedback and a big round of applause to Kwando. I hope that's the right name. Yes, very felt like very Wes Anderson vibes. I don't know if his name is Kwando or Joaquin. Maybe I'm wrong, but please give him everyone a round of applause. That was so good. I was like really watching a comedic piece, like an indie film, like a comedic indie film. Really felt like a like a Spanish Wes Anderson film, if I'm being honest. And it just also just kind of sparked that little inspiration in me as well to just honestly just have fun with your filmmaking and play around with like effects, like the whole like double thing that he did was also great. And like obviously the all the cuts and the pacings, they were so good. And I don't know, it just taught me like, hey, have fun with your filmmaking. So everyone give him a round of applause. When I'm 30 is a translation of his name. Okay, maybe then I got it wrong, but let's move on to the next one. Nevertheless, thank you so much, Kwando, again, hopefully, or Jacqueline. The next one's called Reach, and this is by Rehydrogen, but let me just get the name right. Okay. So the narrative, like the synopsis that he sent me is: a quiet guy watches life pass him by, missing chances, staying silent, never acting. He always hesitates until one day a stranger drops her purse in front of him. For the first time, he reaches out, a small moon finally not missed. All right, just so you guys know, we are really in for a treat today. I've scanned through all the films like a few seconds just to see if everything's all right, like I said, and all the films today looked absolutely fantastic. I am so excited for today's role because it looked amazing, all of them, and I can't wait for you guys to see it as well. Loves the songs. I'm pretty sure he's Argentinian. I don't think that's his name, but the name of his production. Okay. Cuando tenga 30 means when I'm 30. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Megan. Yes, Inanna. All right. Let's move on to the next one if everyone's all right. If you guys have feedback, again, please write them in the chat. No hurry, no shame in writing your feedback. Good, not neutral, critical feedback. Everything is open and everything is wanted here. It's your safe space. It's your safe film club. It's a Sunday jazzy film club. I can't put on jazz right now if not you guys wouldn't hear the films, but I wish I could. And it's a cozy, safe space. So if you guys really like want to give feedback and want to give your critiques, your own opinions, please do. All right, let's move on to the next one. It's called Reach. One thing I have to note, I like the pacing and I like the back and forthness. I just have to note some of the shots, I think they use digital stabilization in post. I feel like it might have been a little bit too much digital stabilization. I think that was a mistake I made when I first started. And I think it's very noticeable at this point. So I feel like for that one, I would have reduced it or maybe not used any like stabilization at all, just to give it more of like a handheld feel instead of this like wanted stabilization, which I totally get because sometimes you just need like those stabilization. But I feel like when you start noticing it in the film, it kind of takes the audience out a little bit. So I would that would just be my personal opinion. But let's move on. Okay, we were here. Yeah, so you guys see what I mean at the end. It's like the stabilization, it really kind of takes you out because it's like you can see that it's not as it's like wobbly. But other than that, I really like this meet cute story and the way it was shot. I found the colors as well really coherent. Like there was a lot of like someone said primary colors. Yes, Jan said, oh, I really like the primary color scheme here. That was yeah, it was really cutesy and lots of like very innocent colors in frame, which I think really matches the story as well as like even the blazer that he was wearing, this like really nice leather brown. I like that. So thank you so much. Let me pronounce his name, Ree Durgin. That's the only name I can get from this film. But thank you so much for submitting your film. Everyone give him a round of applause. That was so cute. It really had the feel of a rom-com. Yeah, it did, especially like when they looked at each other. I at the end, I really liked that as well. It felt very yeah, kind of like whimsical. All right, the next one is called A New Thing. It's a short film by Kehinde S. Kehinde. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm so sorry for butchering all of your names. But let's go.
Dear Lord, I wonder, what would my spirit or soul look like without my fleshly outward appearance? I think mine would droop to its side as though it were weeping for a lifetime. But I love how you call me to a higher place, a higher standard. I love how you challenge me and push me to grow. Lord, I love how you encourage me not to dwell on the past. I love how you remind me that you're here to do a new thing in my life.
I really like how it went from super blur and then like revealing her and where who she is, and like it's suddenly a clear photo of her as she's getting to the middle of the video. Yes, Jim, exactly like the slow transition.
I love how you make a way in places in my life that seem like dead ends. I love how you remain by my side and remind me that the Holy Spirit dwells in me. You, my God, have never forsaken me. Not once. I thank you for your faithfulness. I'm excited to
Oh, the music that's like playing in right now, perfect timing. And also like her voice is so heartfelt, it's so genuine and true. There are no fancy cuts, there are no fancy angles here at all and whatnot, but it's just very real. It feels like a very personal diary and journal. I think that that's exactly what she's trying to portray. Also, I think she's writing her journal right here in the frame. But yeah, the emotions are very raw. Even like the video itself is literally just an iPhone video or a phone video, and it's just absolutely raw. It just really feels like a personal diary that you're just looking into her, yeah, as if you're looking into her diary.
see how you will blow mind next. Isaiah 43, 18 through 19. With love, Kehinde.
And then her mom just calls her, and then she needs to go up while this music is playing. Is perfect. I don't know if you guys heard that, but like someone was calling from the background, and then she had to go and stand up. Ah, perfect.
Are you ready to go?
Oh, beautiful. I feel like if memory I would watch back on and then cry about and be really, really happy that I did this video in the first place. My heart. Thank you so much, Kinde, for sharing this with us and sharing your raw emotions and your little piece of your diary with us. So everyone give her a big round of applause. Thank you so much. I really like the ending where her mom was calling her. I just feel like it was it feels like a distant memory. Again, I say this in a lot of my reactions, but it does feel like a distant memory. And I feel like, again, this is something I will look back on and really be so grateful that I even recorded it in the first place. Yes, thank you so much. All right. This would be a solid beginning to a longer piece. That is true. Yeah, I think it would be a really good solid beginning. And then after that, she cuts into like her, I don't know, whatever, her life after that. It's really, really cool. All right, let's go on to the next one. This one is called the Burnout video. Okay. It's a PDF. This one is one of my starting video about burnout. I'm still learning. Hope you are reacting on this. All right. Yes, we are. Let me all right, so this video goes around 8 minutes, so we're gonna have to watch it for 5 minutes, but we'll go right into it. Yes, hold up. Oh, I also scanned through this one. This is amazing. All right, here we go. All right, let's go.
You know, I have always dreamed of being a YouTuber since I was a kid. I've been making videos for the past 9 years. ভালোই লাগে ভিডিও শুট করতে and I really enjoy the process of making videos.
আমি গোসল না ঢুকে এখানে আইছি তুমি আমি ব্লগ করতেছ
Somehow it gives me mental peace. But that time I couldn't make high quality content, so somehow I didn't grow much. For the past 10 months, I've been posting a lot of content on Instagram. Everything was going good. I got a lot of international collaborations and connected with many creators from around the world. But lately, I feel like I'm not focusing like I used to. I don't know why, but I've been ignoring the video making process.
First off, I am so by this story, just because I feel like Oh, do you guys not see anything? Hold up. Is everyone seeing something or no? Whoops, that's my Pilates. Can everyone see something? Oh, hold up. Can you guys see it now? Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? I'll start from the beginning. Sorry. All right, here.
You know, I have always dreamed of being a YouTuber since I was a kid. I've been making videos for the past 9 years. ভালোই লাগে ভিডিও শুট করতে and I really enjoy the process of making videos.
আমি গোসল না ঢুকে এখানে আইছি তুমি আমি ব্লগ করতেছ
Somehow it gives me mental peace. But that time I couldn't make high quality content, so somehow I didn't grow much. For the past 10 months, I've been posting a lot of content on Instagram. Everything was going good. I got a lot of international collaborations and connected with many creators from around the world. But lately, I feel like I'm not focusing like I used to. I don't know why, but I've been ignoring the video making process.
Okay, so what I was saying is that I really like his pacing. I think it's very Gox inspired in general, but I feel like the quality was super good, and the way he wrote, like, oh my god, the way he wrote this was also really well written. Like, he is not trying to mask anything out, and he's not trying to overcomplicate it. That's what I really appreciate about this. It's just like, it's not overcomplicated. He's telling his story, and it's actually just like this it feels like he's just a friend telling you like what has been going on with his life and like how he has been experiencing it. So like I feel like it's very not overcomplicated and it's just super simple and easy to follow, which is something I would look forward to if I were to go on YouTube and like click on something and watch. So I think this is perfect.
And guess what? I got burnout.
Maha, we have a plan to visit Makura next week. Let me know if you are interested or not.
I'm not interested, bro. I'm feeling so burnout. I think
Oh, this really feels like a film scene. Like the way he cut off the music, changed the scenery, gave us an established shot of where he was, or at least the drone shot did, and then coming to this like small little conversation. I feel like that's something I could learn personally as well. I feel like I need more conversations in my videos, so this is something that is very inspiring and is also teaching me and inspiring how to like maybe factor that into my videos as well.
really need a trip. Hey, bro, I'm really
Everything was coming up. Everything was going fine. Yeah. Everything was coming along at its own pace, in its own time.
I like how raw he is about that fact. Also, like sometimes change my environment. I just immediately feel like I could make videos here every day. But obviously, I guess we take our things for granted that we do see every day, and the grass is always greener on the other side. But I really like how he portrays his burnout and the way he thinks, and just literally says what he's thinking. It's very refreshing. Yeah, I just like I don't know. I love this because it's not overcomplicated and it's like exactly what I currently feel like, or like I think every creator always feels like. It's so hard to get out of that like hole of being like wanting to be better all the time, wanting to get to the next new thing, wanting to get to the next new trendy thing, and I feel like he's portraying that so well as well. Yeah, the lighting is so good.
I don't know just what to say. My baby ran away with a folk singing from outer space. They're not as cool as you think. Life back on Earth is okay. And now you're flying away at the speed of light.
Oh, that was an amazing shot. Did you guys see the short clip of the boat? Oh, amazing. Nice cut. Nice cut. Nice cut. Nice cut.
I thought my burnout would go away after I got back, but it only got worse. When I first started feeling burnout, I set an unrealistic goal to post 10 reels in 10 days. A huge mistake. I pushed myself way too hard and it completely drained me both mentally and physically. I managed to post 8 reels, but by then I was completely drained. So I put up an Instagram story asking people how they deal with creative blocks. I read through all the responses and realized I just needed to take care of myself.
Also, the music choice is really good as well. Like, also, again, I'm sorry, I'm like not commenting much because I am so intrigued to like what the solution is. Ah.
Hello, Mahabhai. Me and my some friends are actually planning a trip tomorrow to a nice place. I thought I would invite you too. So, are you coming? Hello? Hello, Mahabhai? Hello?
That was really good. Like, that did not look fake at all. Like, I would have believed that 100%. But that was really good. Damn. Okay, I am so sorry. We have to stop here because it has been 5 minutes. But as Dilip Doy has said in the chat, his name is Mahamatic on YouTube. So if you guys want to check him out, please do. Amazing, freaking, yeah, amazing content. Honestly, that was so intriguing, and I actually really wanted to watch all of it. But again, we have to be fair to everyone, so 5 minutes for everyone it is. But everyone give Mahamatic a big round of applause. I really like the pacing and how raw that was, and yeah, how like true it was to exactly how I think all of us feel, even if you're not a creator yourself, if you're just working. I feel like we feel all of us feel like that sometimes. So I feel like that portrayed it very well. Thank you so much, Mahamatic. I'm so impressed and also really just in awe. So thank you so much. Let's move on to the next one. Hold up. Let me move this out. Whoopsies. Okay. I just like. Okay. All right. So this one is called The Song of Silence by Zach. Yes. Off the bat, I feel like he could have maybe put a little bit of lights here. I know it's like trying to get this part just be the focus, and I think that's really good. But I think here would have helped to just sort of like reduce the noise here in the darkness, as well as here you can see the noise. Although this is really bad quality, like the video is on like 780. That's what I meant, not his video. 720, sorry. I feel like you could have put a lamp here or something just to light up these little shadows here so that we can actually block out some of the noise, but yes. Okay, guys, sorry. Okay, let me just like hold it up. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, can you guys see now? Everyone, is it back? Everyone, okay, but let me put screen. How is it good? Like this, like full screen? Full screen's good. Yes, no. Full screen, okay. All right, amazing. Sorry about that. Go on. I like the sound effect for that. I like how like Monday, how like he just cuts in all like these small little moments that he's buying new AirPods and they're all static shots. It's just sort of like this very like day to day life thing. But yeah, the lighting switch was a bit disorientating, I must say, like from the nighttime to daytime. But maybe that was his intention in the sense that he wanted to match cut it. But yeah, I get what you guys mean. Nice cut to inside, very coherent. It does feel very personal. I like it. It just feels like him in that car, and you were with him to buy his headphones. I feel like a voiceover would also be good. I feel like I don't know. I kind of like the silence, honestly, but yeah, I get what you mean. Like the voiceover maybe could add something as well. But again, this is the silence of, let me check, the silence of the song of silence. So it's a lot of just being silent, being by yourself, I think, in your thoughts, going around, yeah, just being in your own like world, I guess. And a lot of the times when you're alone, you're just absolutely silent, like he is right now. I like how unfazed he is by everything. I don't know if that's supposed to be of the video, but he's like so unfazed by like buying his new stuff. And beautiful. I like how simple that was. Really just like a day-to-day kind of mundane vlog. Very, very nicely done, Zach. Thank you so much for showing this to us. Everyone give Zach a round of applause, or Zachariah. I'm so late. Sorry, hi Megan. No worries. Don't be sorry. Everyone has like other things to do. Thank you so much for coming. But everyone give a round of applause. Let's move on to the next one. This is also about creative burnout, coincidentally, and it's from June Films. Joan Films.
Lately, I've been feeling stuck. Creatively stuck. I think most artists and creatives go through this phase where we have this
Love the location.
existential crisis of why are we even creating for? Or maybe because I'm an INFP overthinker that loves to go through a spiral of thoughts and wonder if my work has any meaning or even depth to it. Anyways, personally, for me, I think it's about finding the balance of creating what the system wants versus what I want. The problem with me is that I want that creative freedom to create videos that are timeless, meaningful, yet time consuming to make. However, we're in a society where we're
I really like the color choices that he's using. It feels very like a dream kind of thing, and also the slow shutter when the grass moves forward. It feels very like also again dreamlike. I just like the slow shutter with the greens. It just really has this really nice color and texture to the video when it starts moving. Like when it starts moving, you have the different textures of like light greens and dark greens, and then the grass, of course. So that's nice. Also, I really like the bokeh here, for example. Just feels all very cinematic.
To be consistent, post as much as possible, get the right hook, find the right titles, improve audience retention, have the right thumbnails, get a good click-through rate, and all of these combined burns me out. I learned the other day that artists and creators don't get burned out by creating art, they get burned out from creating content. Because art is the artist's creative freedom to do whatever they want. Look at him, it's like,
Oh, he said that so well because yes, exactly. Like I think the burnout comes a lot from having to create content that people want, having to create content, putting something out and not seeing that it's performing well. I personally thought that of my last video. I like put in all my effort into it. There was so much work that went into it, and then it just didn't really go. It didn't really do well. It flopped. Oh my god. Thank you for $10. That is crazy. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Esteban. Oh my god. Thank you. Okay, I never know how to react when people give me money, but thank you so much. All right, but thank you so much, Jim. But yeah, I just feel like it was such a flop, and I actually really resonate to what he's saying. Flop videos are the worst because they just like kill your soul and make you doubt your whole existence. But yeah, that's how I felt about my last video. Anyways, let's move on.
a prime example, thank God. Not to say that I'm not satisfied or ungrateful for what I've made in the past, but I think I can do better. I can strive for more. There's always room for improvement, and I want to take it a step further today. Looking back, when I first started making YouTube videos, things were hard. I had no clue how to edit. I had zero experience with cameras. I didn't even know what I was doing. But that process of not knowing, but figuring it out along the way is what drove me initially. It didn't burn me out. It was fulfilling. It kept my creative wheelhouse spinning, and I was passionate about making videos. So I asked myself, why was I so filled with determination to create when things were difficult? But now that this all comes second nature to me, I lost that spark. Recently, I learned that the word passion comes from the Latin word passio, which means to suffer or endure. Come to think of it, I suffered for certain shots. I endured being a clown on camera. I suffered dropping my drone in the water. I endured going to another country just to make a video. I endured putting myself out there on the internet as an introvert. And ever since I connected the dots, the word passion hits differently. I always passion meant
Someone wrote something. Sean said, "I feel bad. It may not done well. It's unpopular, but some unpopular things are not bad failure to me. There are just some unpopular things majority don't like that I think are great to me." Yes. I think it was more of like expectations versus the reality, of course. Like for me, I think I thought that video would have spoken more to the masses than I think it might have. Like I feel like it didn't speak as much to the masses as I thought because my content I think is very niche in general anyways. And so I just wanted to make something that was a little bit more general and a little bit more like fun for people to watch other than like tutorials and like cinematic stuff that some people might not be able to enjoy. So I think it was really just like adjusting my expectations and managing my expectations and like versusing like the reality of like when it comes into like when it comes to posting and like actually seeing the views and all that kind of silly stuff. Anyways, back to this video. I feel like it's so well done and really this angle bothered me a little bit when he was crouching down. Let me see. It was here, I think. Yeah, here, because his head was cut off, so I was just a little bit bothered by that. But other than that, I just feel like the video was just absolutely amazing. And the way he like researched and actually put his thoughts into writing is wonderful. That is something that I really struggle with. Just putting my thoughts on paper. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I work visually, like very visually. So a lot of the things that I try to put on paper, I really struggle with. Like I struggle like putting putting my thoughts onto paper and then actually turning them into like visuals, just because I feel like I always think about the visuals first and then think like, oh wait, now I have to say something. So I really respect the way he did that.
You love to do, but what it really means to me now is to suffer for what you love doing. So maybe that's a sign I'm not suffering or enduring enough, hence my creative block. Now I totally understand music artists a lot better. I'm sure they get creatively stuck all the time. I guess that's why music artists eventually make music the way they want it. Think about it. Don't you ever notice artists that you used to listen just goes through a completely different path? They initially did something the mainstream system wanted. They get their hit record, they got their fan base, but they eventually diverge from that and they start making what they want. I think that's the curse and dilemma of being a creative person. But now I'm finally aware of where it's coming from. In the end, there's no one to blame but me for feeling creatively stuck. Everyone just sees their creative path differently, and I'm trying to find mine. My go-to solution when I'm stuck is just to first simply do nothing. That nothingness led to me making this video. I like to daydream
Oh, I really like the shot of the ocean with the sun rays.
and just think, so ideas will eventually flow through me. But being self-aware, I do want that recognition for whatever I create. It's like when a little kid draws something they're proud of and they can't wait to hear it from their parents that it looks great. But as we go through adulthood, it's a battle of the system because majority of people might not understand my vision. It's hard to accept it, but it's out of my control. So if I'm truly passionate, I'll enjoy suffering along the way. So from now on, and feel free to hold me accountable, I'm putting 130% in every video I create. I will post whenever I feel like the video is perfectly done. And last but not least, strive for creative freedom.
Oof, I got goosebumps at the end. That was really beautifully written. So I will create and suffer to create. Or wait, no, create while I'm suffering. Oh my god, I can't remember it, but I can't remember the line, but I definitely registered that in my brain. But yes, I wait, let me just like go back. Hold up, because he said it so well and it just okay. I'm sorry guys. I'm just like
So from now on, and feel free to hold me accountable, I'm putting 130%. Adulthood is the battle of the system because majority of people might not understand my vision. It's hard to accept it, but it's out of my control. So if I'm truly passionate, I'll enjoy suffering.
yes, I will enjoy suffering for what I'm passionate about. Exactly. That speaks so much to everything I am going through. Oh, thank you so much, Jim. Sorry, I thought you meant my video. Sorry. But yes, I love the colors and the pacing and the way it's really so important to me how he wrote this. I feel like he really poured all his knowledge and all of his like research into this one, and it's just amazing. So yes, I am like really resonating with this video. Thank you so much, or Joan, for this beautiful, beautiful film that you have given us today. Everyone give him a big, big round of applause. Vibes were immaculate. And again, the way you wrote it was super beautiful and really well written and just really helped portray all of that all together. All right. Okay, this can go. The next one is called Love Spellcake. And this is by, give me a sec, from Kelly. Okay, let me just open this in YouTube. Okay, just putting this in 4K for y'all. Oh, there's 8K. Okay, we can watch this in 8K, y'all. 8K. Okay. Sorry, just give me a second. Check if you guys can see everything. Yes. Do you know when your next video is coming? Probably at the end of this month. I am trying to work on another tutorial on how to film cinematic films at home. So that is the film that I'm going to try to bring out this month. And I'm super excited for it because I think it's going to be a really exciting and different one, I think. Trying to gonna DIY all of that shiz. So yeah, that is I think gonna be coming at the end of this month. Hopefully, if I get everything edited and put out. All right, let's move on. Can everyone see this? By the way, everyone can see. Okay, let me know if you can't. I scrolled through this and I saw the visuals and I was just like, are you kidding me right now? Like, you guys are so talented. Every time I do live streams, I'm just like, I leave so inspired and I leave like, okay, I need to improve. I need to know how they did that lighting, and how they did that coloring. So yeah. What a beautiful setup as well. Like, the set on this is beautiful. Like, the colors and even like the crosses behind her are so like well coordinated color wise. And then like the wooden frame, the really grand wooden bed frame, plus the textures of like her pillow. Ugh, amazing. I know, right? This looks amazing. Oh, amazing editing, pacing, the freaking angles, the lighting. I told you guys are in for a treat today. You guys are in for a treat. Again, also, it doesn't feel super staged. Like, even the urn and like the photos and the flowers, they don't feel staged, you know. They feel like something you would actually do if you had an urn lying around your house and, you know, it's someone you loved and you just replacing the flowers. I feel like sometimes it can feel very staged with these kind of things, but it really doesn't. I'm gonna cry. That is the sweetest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna cry. I'm actually like tearing up. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm like tearing up. Ah, that is so beautiful and so cute. You always make me cry. The colors again beautiful, and also like the whole, you know, the camera movements on this one, not the dolly shot, but it's some beautiful. I also really like her acting. It's very subtle, but she also has this really cinematic that belongs on screen, and the way she's acting is just also just perfect. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's very subtle, but also very cute. Yeah, I thought she was a little crazy, so I think she's a witch, but we'll see. Okay, she's literally wearing an apron saying witch is here. That took a really weird turn. Like, that was so funny. Okay, I'm intrigued. Okay, I feel like because it says the ashes of a loved one now, I feel like maybe she shouldn't have revealed that in the beginning, and then now she reveals that one of her boyfriends, all the scenes happened before, like, the one with her holding hands with the shirts and everything, and her like being sad and everything, and then meeting this guy, and then now when she wants to make this love potion, it says the ashes of your loved one. And I guess as a viewer, you'd be confused of like what is going on, and then you see the ashes. I think that would have been such a more impactful, like, oh, what kind of moment. I don't know, just a thought. Agreed. I'm just now getting into being careful about choosing my hero shots and color matching. She's killing on them. No, for sure. Yeah, I would have given that more weight to that moment. Yes. All right, let's move on. People are invested. The lighting and the choice is so great. Oh my god, it's 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I know everyone is invested. I am invested as well. If you guys want to watch this is the name of the short film. It's called Love Spellcake Short Film 2024, and it is Callie. So go please go and watch it. We have to stop here just to be fair to everyone, but yes, go ahead and watch it. And I'm invested. I'm gonna watch this after this, and I want to see how it goes. But everyone give Kelly a big round of applause. I have no comments other than the one with the ashes thing. Other than that, I was so impressed by the shots, the color, the pacing, and the lighting was amazing. Even the camera movements were on point. Again, I'm not a professional and I'm still learning myself. So maybe that's why all my comments are, they're my comments and they're just what I think could have been better or what are great. So yeah, again, I'm just still learning. So if you guys have any other feedback or professional feedback, please let me know in the comments. That's not fair. A little more. I'm so sorry, but we have to be fair to everyone because I do everyone's films for 5 minutes and then I can't be biased towards anyone's. So we'll move on to the next one and you guys can watch it on YouTube since it's already public for everyone to watch. Yeah, it's called Love Spellcake by Callie, Cally. All right. It would have made her feel like someone that loves love, and then the twist at her loved one and said, yes, exactly. That's what I mean. All right, for the next one, this is hold up, sorry, this is just messed up. Okay, this one is called oh my god, Paranoidim, and I saw this one as well. It looks freaking amazing. I'm telling y'all. All right. Okay, ready? Look at it. It'll be amazing, am I right? All right.
Girl, how? How are we supposed to carry on? Do you understand what this means? I had so much planned, and he won. He won again.
Great opening shot. Let me just watch. I just want to process that again. I'm so sorry. Okay, so it's a very slow pan, steady pan. I like it. All right. Okay, let's move on.
So much planned, and he won. He won again.
Babe, I know you're upset, but just calm down. I'm gonna be fine.
No, we're not. And no, I can't calm down. Why are you so calm? No one should be calm right now. How are we supposed to just like, girl,
Hello, Ashay.
Girl, hold on. There's a weirdo over here. Sir, can I help you with something?
Someone's keeping
Ashay, girl, what's going on? You there?
Girl, I'll call you back.
things feel out of order. Look around, I'm not sure. Paranoia, no. Feel it in my aura. Living between cameras and recorders. These but can't afford ya, no.
Ooh, okay. I told you guys are in for a treat today. Treat. Okay, let me see the log line for this one. So, Paranoidim follows as Ase, a woman grappling with an unexpected setback that shakes her confidence despite the chaos of her world seemingly falling apart. An enigmatic figure, Sensei, enters her life. Though a brief yet transformative exchange, Ase is reminded that sometimes shifting our mindset is the most powerful step toward reclaiming our path. Change your paradigm, change your life. That is the log line for this film. I freaking loved it, Melissa. Thank you so much. I have no comments. Honestly, the light changing at the end while you and him were like staring back and forth, you and Sensei were staring back and forth, was amazing. Like, it takes a lot of power for a light to be able to do that. So, congratulations. I freaking loved it. The dialogue, the pacing, the editing, the song choice, of course. Who doesn't love Tyler? Peak. Everyone give her a round of applause. Thank you, Melissa. Oh my God, thank you for blessing our eyes today. You're right. I mean, all of the films have been doing that today. Honestly, like, wow, what are you guys on? All right, this one is a student short film by Jerry. Sorry, this is a student short film by Jerry Bagriza, and it's called Finals.
Okay, time to lock in. Okay, think. It's Saturday. Deadline's Monday. 48 hours left. I need a miracle.
Nope.
Can we do a documentary? Montage? Voiceover? What the hell did I learn from this class? Wait.
Again, it feels like a very like Spider-Man montage if you get me, like the music, and it feels like a very Superman or Spider-Man montage, but very fun to watch.
Wait. Okay, maybe I did learn something. It's not about how to point a camera. It's about how to tell a story, how to create a feeling, and how to make people feel something. It doesn't matter how cool or cinematic your shot looks, but I will admit, my scene here looks so cool. But good visuals means nothing without meaning. You see, this class taught me it's not about perfection. It's about progress. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. It's part of learning.
Yo, Kaka, I forgot to record audio this whole time.
It's so funny. I really like the comedic comedic feature behind this.
Okay, where was I? Ah, right, the final. So, documentary, montage, voiceovers? Wait a second. I just did all that.
Okay, flex. All right, thank you so much, Jerry. That was amazing. It's crazy that you shot all of it on iPhone. I was really wondering like what you shot it on, to get in all these like small tight places that you did. So everyone give Jerry a round of applause. It was super fun for me to watch. I really like the pacing and editing, and I think the story is more important than obviously the quality of the visuals. Obviously, because it was shot on iPhone, a lot of it was grainy and all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't matter because you had amazing editing and amazing storytelling, and I like how you kind of worked backwards, and then we came to the end, and then you're like, wait, oh, I just did all of that, and then just backwards and came back to where you started. So thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jerry, so much. I've been looking at Jim's name this whole time in the chat. That's all I was like, Jim. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one's called After Dark by Ethan Thompson. Great, I need to go to a YouTube link. Give me a second. Also, just need to go through an ad right now because I don't have YouTube Premium. All right. Da-da-da. Okay, here we go.
A few months ago, I was stuck, musically and mentally. I just wasn't inspired to do anything until I received a message.
We got a free spot left in our jazz club. Do you want it?
Instantly, my mind raced through everything I would need to make it happen. Every step it would take.
I feel like there are so many films that we watch today that also just are talking about creative burnout and creative like blocks and stuff like that. I really like the lighting in this one as well. Yeah, the coloring and lighting are really nice.
To perform my first concert in one of Germany's most prestigious jazz clubs. I started thinking, what instruments would fit my style, my music? I quickly realized I wanted a cellist. And since it was going to be a jazz club, a saxophonist was a must. I immediately called 2 friends, whose musicality I highly value, experts on the instruments.
I really like this montage of like his whole the storytelling. It's very calm, and obviously because it's jazz, it's very calming to watch. Very nicely put together.
Are you in? Are you in? Both said yes. So, what comes next? Since I had to play 2 45-minute sets, I had to compose and arrange a lot of music. I had some tunes ready, but they were only composed for solo piano. 2 weeks later, I locked myself in my studio and my kitchen because I didn't want to forget to eat, to arrange, compose, and produce the songs. It started with an empty Ableton project, an empty sheet of paper, and an empty notebook. Slowly, I managed to arrange, compose, and write half of the songs before the first rehearsal. The first 2 rehearsals were nerve-wracking. I was so nervous because I had never led a band in my entire life, especially when it was named after me, playing my own tunes.
Again, big fan of and the pacing and the way he's telling his story. Visually, very beautiful. I love the muted tones, very European. It does feel very European. It feels also very German. I watched a lot of German films as well, obviously because I live in Germany. And yeah, it feels very European. I like the colors, very muted again. And yeah, I like it. Very jazzy as well, especially like this carpet. Look at it. It's like blue, red, yellowish, muted, like earthy red and yellowish tones that kind of like obviously contrast with the white sheet of paper. So I love jazz music. I think jazz music and orchestral music is my favorite, and it's a very unpopular nowadays. Fair, yes, I agree on that.
I was anxious, it would just sound messy. And unfortunately, that was the case. The arrangements were odd, my sheets weren't detailed enough, the music didn't flow, and we didn't understand my loops because I forgot to insert cues like cello loops, F sharp for 4 bars, or something like that. A lot of improvement was needed, and we only managed to rehearse 2 songs out of 10. 8 songs were missing, and we didn't even have 2 weeks left. So, I sat down, literally 12 hours a day, to adjust everything we discussed in those first 2 rehearsals. I made and gathered all 10 sheets for our songs, rearranged the entire Ableton project, defined the set list, and designed a poster. When the posters arrived, I went outside and visited every cafe, bar, and restaurant I could find, hoping they'd agree to display them. It took me the whole day, lots of walking and bus rides. I was really exhausted afterwards, socially and physically, but I felt good and excited about the people who might show up. Then came the final phase of rehearsals. I wasn't as nervous anymore and just enjoyed spending time with those 2 friends, making music all day long for the next 4 days.
This also sounds like a dream, honestly. Like just like chilling, jamming out with friends. It just also, sorry, I'm not commenting much because I just feel like there's nothing to comment on. I'm really just so happy with the pacing, the lighting, and the color grading, and the way he's telling his story as well. And I'm intrigued in the story. And like, the thing about the video is that he obviously has had a goal from the very start, and he's trying to chase that goal until the very end. So you have obviously the purpose of the video, and then you have the end results that's keeping you kind of like on the edge of your seat to see like what's going to happen. So that makes it so intriguing, I think. The natural light is so good. Yes, it is. I also love the quality of this video. I think he did a great job. He really, really did. I like the focus on natural lighting. Yeah.
We improved, and we managed to rehearse and arrange the last 8 songs. We felt ready to play the concert. Adding up all the hours from all those rehearsals, we ended up rehearsing for a total of 37 hours, which was insane. Then, the day before the concert, in the final hours of our last rehearsal, my Ableton project kept crashing. I bought a brand new MacBook Pro M4 specifically for the concert because my old Intel one wasn't cutting it, and now the new Mac was failing me. Yes, I had an Ableton project with over 300 tracks and thousands of plugins and automations, but it should still run smoothly. After losing my mind for hours, I finally found the problem. It was actually my hard drive that was overloaded. I felt a little embarrassed, but relieved that we could continue with.
That's crazy. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Sorry, I got lost in the time. Yeah, I think it's a kind of freaking Apple commercial. That is really funny. Okay, guys, so we are gonna be looking at our last film today, just also because it's currently almost 9:30 p.m. my time. Also, this fly keeps flying around my laptop. Is driving me crazy. I'm having a fly problem in my apartment right now. It is freaking driving me mad. Like, this is making me lose my mind. Yeah, I get it. Anyways, let's move on to our next and last film for today. This is called also. Oh wait, everyone, please, please, please give a round of applause for Ethan. If I'm not mistaken. Wait, this is the wrong one. This is from Dennis. Okay, so sorry, I think the folders got mixed up, but this was from Dennis and not from Ethan. Ethan submitted another film and there was another kind of like folder and someone put, like, I think Dennis put his film into his folder. That's why it's under Ethan's. But thank you so much, Dennis. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful film with us and also sharing your little journey of you putting a band together and of course trying to play at this big jazz festival in Stuttgart. I really liked how the video flowed. It didn't feel boring at all. It didn't feel like it was dragging. It felt like I just wanted to know what was going to be happening next, and I think you did such a great job there. Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one is called 48 Colors by Ghazi. Okay, let me just play this for y'all. Right, here we go. Oh, that was a cool shot with the clock. Okay, sorry guys. Since it was black. All right. How's this? Can everyone see? I'm sorry. All right, can everyone see? All right. Yeah, it's black because it's the beginning. Like, okay, wait, let me just. How about this? All right. Okay, let's move on. I'm so sorry. Okay, how about this? Everyone okay after going full screen? After full screen, everything's still good. Still popping. Not the drama, not the suspense. All right, still good. I like this shot. Very movie bookshelf. I really like how he turned his like living room into like an art gallery kind of thing. And his mom, his little prop mom. Oh. Okay, let the credits. Amazing. Thank you so much, Ghazi, for this amazing, cute little film of finding your passion and actually going through it. Thank you so much, Ghazi. Everyone give him a big round of applause. Can I ask a question here, or should I send a DM if it's easier? You can ask a question here. Sorry, I thought you were like interpreting what, because I thought you were interpreting what it was saying in the film, because there was a section in the film where the person commenting was asking if they could send a DM. But yes, go ahead and ask your question. I can be here. Even though it's our last film, you guys can still ask questions and we can still chat a little bit before I go. But yeah. Shoot. I'm just waiting for the chats to load. I'm just looking what I missed during my personal. How is it going overall, fam? It's going pretty good, I think. There are ups and downs, and I think right now it's just a lot of figuring out like what my next steps are and stuff like that. But I think there's always going to be times like that in life where you're just like kind of figuring it out. And I think that's the phase I'm going through right now. Does anyone know what language that was? That was probably Indonesian or Malay, as they call it. So like Bahasa. I understand Bahasa, so that's why I understand the film. But I think it was Indonesian, if I'm not mistaken. Does anyone else have questions? If not, I will say good night. Bye. Celine, if you prefer to DM me, go ahead and DM me. If not, you can ask it here as well. I need to buy my first tequila. I film mostly inside. What should I pick? I'm in buying paralysis. Paralysis. Or I think Aperture is really great if you have the budget. Aperture has always been a bay for me. Like I've always loved using their lights. They're just really sturdy, heavy weight, and like they're just a really just steady equipment. Like I would trust them any day. I think Aperture is a great, like Aperture 300X is a great way to start with, like for key lights. 600X also comes with like your softbox, your grid, so it's everything you kind of need for a key light for now. And also you can use it as like sunlight for medium close-up shots, medium shots. Anything after white though, I don't know, but like I think you could still get away with it, but yeah. How do you interpret the cleverness of your audience not done? How do you interpret the cleverness of your audience? Sorry, I don't quite understand your question. Do you mind like clarifying? Oh, how do you know your audience will understand what you're showing instead of telling? Oh, I think one part a method you could try is that you can like go around asking your friends or family without telling them any context at all, like what the video is about or what your work is about, and then you're like, do you get this, and see how they interpret it. I think that is also something that really helps me. I normally show like friends, or this freaking fly is in my face. Anyways, I think that is a great way to see if like how your video is interpreted and how it's received, and if your message is coming through the way you want to. And I think from there onwards you can also tweak it, and I think that is super helpful most of the time, just to get like a gauge of like what your audience would think as well. All right, what kind of microphone do you use? I use a Hollyland. I love Hollyland's mics, so that's what I use. Also, there's an Amazon link in all of my descriptions in my YouTube videos. That's where all the stuff that I use are there. This fly is so annoying. I'm so sorry, guys. I got a Pocket 2 and I shoot a lot in Japan, but everything was moving shots. Now, when I see the still shots, I feel like it's more appealing. Do you also think about shots well before you travel? It depends, because traveling is tricky. It's not something that you can always control. I try to plan my shots as much as I can, and if I can't control something, then it is what it is. Like I try to shoot and then see. I try to shoot more than I need, and then see what I can edit in or what I want to edit in. I always give myself options with still, moving, wide, medium, close-ups, top shots, low shots. I always give myself options of thinking like, okay, for this angle, I actually wanted this like wide shot, I wanted this close shot, and like see later on like what fits the edit best. And then you can, obviously have options. Give yourself options. Definitely, if you can't plan before your travel or while you're traveling, because it's super tricky again, because when you are traveling and you're not traveling specifically to shoot, you're traveling because you're traveling, it's always a little bit tricky because you want to see stuff, you want to go places, there might be people you might not be able to film, there's so many factors factored in when you're traveling that might affect your film. So like give yourself options. I hope that answered your question. How was the meetup, and when are you gonna have one in the States? Oh, the meetup was amazing. Everyone was so nice. I think it went super well for the fact that it was really last minute. It was like a 1 week plan thing. Like I was like 1 week before the event, I was like, okay, I kind of want to do an event. So I did, and it turned out amazing. Everyone came on time. They were all so punctual, which I was so surprised about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I was surprised, but everyone was punctual. Everyone was there. I think only 4 people end up not coming. Other than that, everyone came who registered, but it was amazing. And I think the next one in States, I would have to see, hopefully maybe like in New York or something again. I think New York is such a fun city to shoot and like to go around shooting. So New York probably. What do you think of Tarkovsky? I don't know who that is. I am so sorry. I am not very well versed. Let me just go and type this in real quick. Okay. I actually don't know. I've never seen his films, but I will take a look. Because I have my script ready, not just the shooting part, hopefully I can share it here. Yes, please do, please do. Where do I live? I live in Germany. Please do Germany. I don't know if anyone will come in Germany, just because I feel like I don't have an audience in Germany. Like I feel like my audience in Germany is very small, so I don't know if anyone would come, honestly. And I also don't know where to shoot in Germany, just because like everywhere is super hard. You need a permit for everything here, and like I legit don't know like where I would shoot in Germany. Canada. Yeah, I've been really wanting to go to Canada. I promised Riza that I'm gonna go to her house and help her film her videos, and hang out with her, but I'm having a lot of trouble. Also, if you guys don't know, I wasn't born and raised in Germany, so I just live here, and I've been having lots of problems with my visa. They've been giving me hell with my visa, so it's been really hard to travel in and outside of the country since my visa is expired. So it is pretty tough right now. Trying to get that fixed, though. But yes, thank you. You did answer it, and I would throw around multiple angles at different locations so I don't compromise the actual travel plans. Yes, amazing. Where in Germany? I'm not gonna say just because of safety reasons, because there has been some people who have been, who have tried to, stalk. So I'm not gonna say it for that reason, but yes. I'm making a short film and I stuck with the storyboarding process. Do you think that you should storyboard every scene in the script, or just a few scenes, or even storyboard at all? I think if you have it in your mind and it's only for you and it's not for like, a director or anything else, or anyone else to see, then I think like it's okay for you to just storyboard a few scenes, and then like the rest you can like sort of like wing it, not wing it, but like if you already have a sort of like a rough idea how you have it, how you want to have it in your head, then I think that's great, and you don't have to storyboard every single detail, especially when you don't have the time. But yeah, Taylor Swift's music video for The Fate of Ophelia is amazing, and it's coming out tomorrow. A lot of filmmakers can take note of. I would definitely take a note. I love watching music videos. I watch music videos religiously. So, and also I'm starting to make music videos. So I'm really excited about that phase of my life right now and my career. And yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for coming to this live. I'm going to say bye to y'all now, but thank you so much once again for coming. And I will see you guys till the next one, hopefully next Sunday. Probably next Sunday. Probably. I'll probably be home, hopefully, next Sunday. Thank you so much. Good night. Have a great night. Have a great morning. Have a great afternoon, or whatever you are having. Have it great. All right. Bye, guys.